anyway, let's get to the boxing right quick. Let's do DAZN first.
Okay. We're going straight to the main event.
Disclaimer right quick. And as I was trying to watch DAZN yesterday, I just sat back. I said, all right, fine. I'll have to accept it. I tried to get over in England to do a fight over there. I don't even remember what fight it was.
You in a ring fight?
No, sir.
Oh, the
commentary.
cover. Okay.
Yeah, I tried to cover a show.
Okay.
And they said, we would love to have you over here, but this show is too British for you. That was the response, and I took it personal.
That sounds racist.
Because I straight up feel like I can. Well, and I'll explain that. But I feel like I can study two fighters, and whoever it is, boom, I got it, and I can go on and do my thing. But their thing is, we want people that our audience is connected to, and not that our audience doesn't know Shawn Porter. But our audience would be, I'll just pull his name out of a hat. Our audience would be more connected to listening to Prince Nazim cover boxing more than they would listening to you cover boxing.
But would they?
I just pulled that one. But anyway, but yesterday was so hard trying to watch these matches, man. It was like everybody was British, and I was just like, I don't give a damn about none of these guys. And then it hit me. It was like, I guess I'm not British enough to cover these fights.
Yeah, because I felt like that, like I really only watched the main event. Even watching the main event, I'm just like, Liam Smith, Chris Eubanks, Dad was a legend.
Yeah,
I think I was up for the Conor Ben fight, but I ain't really had a lot of stock in this fight compared to Conor Ben, Chris Eubanks.
We've been watching you,
Conor Ben.
We've been watching him,
and he's been talked about a lot. Eddie pumps him up a lot. I think Chris, we hear a lot. I think it's more he's so close. He's talented, but so close to his dad's legend.
That, and he didn't really. There wasn't a big splash over here in America. And he even had a handful of fights over here, but there's something different. He does not resonate with us, the same translate to us the same way that Conor Ben has been able to. Conor Ben has shown to be very explosive and has a mean streak in and out of the ring. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, there was a fight talked about with me and Conor Ben. We've had reasons to really look at Ben, but there was no surprise to me yesterday. I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Really?
There was no surprise to me yesterday the way that fight went.
Wow.
And just no disrespect to Eubank, but I pick up on these subtle things, and I just kind of know things about fighters. And I just Eubank showed clearly he can't take a punch.
I'm about to say, until the fourth round, how'd you feel? How you feel he was doing?
I said, damn, he looked just like Roy Jones. The way he's bouncing, the way he's moving, the way he's popping the jab. I'm like, damn, like you can tell either Roy's been working with him and transforming him into Roy, or he just was a big fan of Roy growing up and has always had that kind of boxing style. I looked at Shawn yesterday and said, I'm not even going to front. Like, this is really my first time tuning in and watching Chris Eubank. I just really never watched him before, and I was surprised to see him look like Roy. It was kind of crazy to see him move and pop the jab, and the way he was holding his arm and all that was a lot of Roy Jones-esque. First round, true story. He pulls back off of a punch, and I looked at the clock because I knew I was going to say this today. So I looked at the clock. 1 minute and 55 on the ticker. Right around there, he pulls off of a punch. And I wanted to look at the time so I could tell y'all that if y'all don't believe me, go look at that time. And right around in that time is when he evades a shot by pulling straight back. And when he pulled straight back, this was the first round. I said, yo, Shawn, somebody already told me he got knocked out. He said, yeah, it was kind of bad. I said, he got knocked out because he was pulling straight back, wasn't he? And he said, yeah, that's how it happened. How'd you know? I said, I just saw him pull back right there, and I know that's how he's going to go out, And sure enough, he's controlling the fight with the jab. The jab is beautiful. It's very educated jab. But Liam is just kind of closing the distance, And then Liam throws this nice little overhand. It wasn't even a overhand, but it was just a right hand over the jab, which the hand was low the entire fight. And my man is literally out. And the way that he was out off of a 2-punch combination against a guy who's not known for having ferocious power, to me, that says that Chris Eubank, you don't have what it takes to be you don't have the punch resistance that it takes to now be in this game anymore. You know what I mean? So again, like here we are in a situation where I'm kind of retiring the fighter and I don't want to do that, but there was no punch resistance right there. And I just like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, I was trying to find that 154. I think you're wrong.
Okay, then it was it was 155. Yeah, in the first round. Okay. Right around 155. So
first round?
In the first round. So obviously I looked at the clock, so maybe it was 206 when it happened.
Yeah, okay.
You know, yeah, maybe, I don't know. But my point is I knew how that fight was gonna go based on what I saw in less than a minute of the fight.
You know, third loss. You 4 losses?
Yes.
But you know, it's just Shawn Porter's different. This hurts. This is a career changing loss.
It is.
Because it's just never like over here, I don't know how he's portrayed over there, but over here he's not a big name, somebody we dying to see. And you didn't go out like that against a big name. Yeah, he went out early.
And not against a big name.
Yeah, Liam, I mean, it's a solid name, I guess. But yeah, not a big name. Do we still want Conor Ben fight?
No.
That's done. You lost that momentum.
Yeah, I mean, you trying to cut down to 154 or whatever the catchweight was.
160 last night?
And yeah, last night was 160, but you're trying to cut down and you were already putting yourself at the deficit. Not only that, you were speaking that not only to existence, but you were letting everybody know. You're telling them how weak you're going to be night of and everything. Yeah. Why do you even need to...
Excuses.
That's
state routes.
That's soft. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't want to be disrespectful, but here's how I can say it. You guys know that I'm not soft. At the end of the day, you know that if anything, Shawn fought with everything that he had. Mm-hmm. So no, I don't respect guys that don't fight with everything that they have. I don't respect guys that hide behind excuses. I don't respect guys that aren't willing to give it their all because I did too much to look at other guys that don't do it. You know what I mean? So, you know, he comes into the ring and I said, Shawn, is he always that cold and stiff before a fight? His name is being called and he's just standing there like, okay. When, you know,
whatever. Everybody
else bounces. Everybody else moves. Everybody else has enthusiasm. There was no enthusiasm there. Shawn said, I'm not going front. Like, I haven't really watched him either. I'm like, cool, it ain't just me. It ain't just me. You know what I mean? So